This is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. One of my favorite fun things to do is to use gel pens. And I doodle, I color, I do some of everything. But I really do like pens that have fine tip, fine point, and that do really good fluid writing. And so with that being said, a lot of times I get offered different pens to review, and I gladly take them because I also have started doing more coloring book coloring, or well, I guess they call it adult coloring or whatever, but I just like coloring in general. So whether it's a official coloring book, an adult coloring book, or just something that I choose to doodle and color on, pens are my preferred medium of choice right now. And in doing that, I know that coloring with pens, I feel like it produces a much more vivid picture. It gives you a richer color, I feel. But I know that I tend to go through pens a lot faster than I would crayons or colored pencils. And that makes it a real big necessity for me to have ones that I can get pretty quickly and then do a lot more with. So another reason that I became a fan of this set is that it came with a pack of 24 gel pen refills, which I thought was awesome because every pen that's in this original pack actually has a refill included in this secondary pack. And this was the first of its kind that I've ever seen. I've never had a pack of pens come with a pack of refills, so I thought that was awesome. These pens, I also love the grip on the handles. I guess I have a bit of a, what's it called? I guess it's sort of like a, let's see if I can get this to focus a bit better. Almost like a writer's bunion or something on this one finger of mine, if I can bring it into focus. Yeah, just from years of writing and doing different things, and I guess how I bear down on my pen. I'm trying to bring it into focus. I think that's the finger that it's on. Yeah, it's almost like a fine line. I guess you're not seeing it as well. Let's see if I can get it against the light. You can just barely see it, like right here. But that being said, because of that, I like to make sure that whenever I go to write with something, definitely not trying to give you the middle finger. Oh, I think you can catch it a little bit better there with the light that way. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there on the top of my finger. I like to make sure that my pens have a good grip to them. And this grip, I think, is just really comfortable. It's not like the squishiest, because that's an official word, grip that I've ever used. But it is comfortable for me so that when I go to write or do any coloring and I pick up the pen, it rests in that little nook that my finger has created over the years. Maybe you can see it a little bit better there now. But yeah, that's where a lot of my writing and coloring takes that same spot, angle in that same spot. What else can I say about these pens? There were, as the package says, 12 glittery pens, 12 glitter pens, 7 soft pastel pens, and then 5 different glowing neon pens. So usually when I do most of my coloring, I use the glitter pens for like flowers and accents and different highlights. I use the neon pens mostly for like, depending on the type of picture, and then the pastels I'll use a lot for flowers. I tend to color more flowers, landscape, pictures, and things like that. So nothing too out of the ordinary, but things that make these types of pens with the glitter and the pastel and the neon perfect for. The pens wrote really well. They have a really fluid writing. I didn't have any bubbles or gaps. As far as my critique of pens always involves whether or not they keep a good flow in the barrel, if there end up being any bubbles or gaps, and that's always something that I make a note of. So I didn't have any issues with that. But overall, a good set of pens to me. I'd probably give this like 4.5 stars. But then they get a bonus for the extra pack of pens, so they would get a 5 star in my book. Definitely better than some of the other pens that I reviewed that might have had more pens but not as good of pens, or some of the ones that came in like the bigger cases that unfolded because the other cases really didn't keep the pens in place. And all of that. So that's my review of the Primocolors 24 Premium Gel Pen Pack. This is Fix It with Fran. You can stay connected with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social media channels. For more of my reviews, you can look on my website, fixitwithfran.com. You can also Send me an email if you have any products that you would like to have reviewed. Fixitwithfran@gmail.com, and just keep connected. Thanks for watching the video.